Okay, today I'm going to be doing another Sims 4 rant, and I figured while I was doing that I would build, because there's been something I've been wanting to try out for a while. Um, there were a couple of things that I forgot to address in my last one. This time we're doing a gameplay rant. Some gameplay features that I think should be implemented. One of them included that I mentioned last time was making bands, and I thought that would be kind of neat, you know? Because why not? Why not have bands? You know? Like you could have a lot of fun with that. Just make bands, have a little bit of fun with it, you know? And it would be another social interaction with like people, and you could like maybe make your own bands or invite other people to join yours. And I think it would be really, really fun. And like I said, I've never played Sims 2 or Sims 3, so I don't know exactly how that would work. 2, 3. But I think it would be interesting to have bands, you know? Just for fun. Simply because you could. You know? Because why not? Why wouldn't you want to? Like, why not? Um, Another thing, that, you know, hasn't been seen, since, I think, like I said, I've never played 2 or 3, so I don't know this for sure, but the sad clown. Like, if you have, like, a house party, sometimes either the sad clown or celebrities would show up, and it would depend on the mood. That would be really cool, I think, you know? Because, like, if you had the sad clown, it would bring down the mood of the party and people would want to leave. And hey, that actually might be a good idea. And it also used to be like a picture thing. I don't know if I don't think they still have it in the game at all. Which, as much as it was an annoyance, it was also an interesting gameplay feature. So, yeah. I think it would be interesting to bring back the sad clown. Because why not? Um, Like, honestly, I think it would be an interesting gameplay feature to just bring it back. I think that's too big. But I think it would be an interesting game feature to bring back. It would be the sad clown, because it's not something you see much anymore. And celebrities, too, because, like, in Sims 1, sometimes Drew Carey would show up in your game. And that was kind of cool, because he would show up just for your parties. And I thought that was pretty neat, you know? I honestly thought it was kind of neat, you know? Because you have this, um, actual celebrity just show up at your house. You know? Just have an actual celebrity just show up at your house. That would be kind of neat, I think. Now, why did it do that? That's weird. But yeah, I think it would be kind of neat to have, like, an actual gameplay thing that had, that kind of thing go on. Um, I'm getting distracted by my game. That's funny. Um, I say a lot, I'm sorry. actual animal adoption shops, like they used to have in Sims 1. I don't know. Like I said, I've never played 2 or 3, so I don't know if they had them in 2 or 3. But I remember in 1 how they used to have actual animal adoption shops. And I think it would be really cool if they brought those back, because it was something that, like, was really cool. That you could actually, like, go to and get a pet. You can actually see the pets, you know? Someplace like going to actually going to a shelter and having like multiple different pets with like different, you know, personalities and stuff, and like for all kinds of pets too. You know, because like Sims is supposed to sort of imitate real life, right? So why not have like actual animal adoption shops like that? And the only reason I say that right now is also because my dad recently got a dog, and she's the sweetest little thing. Yes, she is. Hi, Rainbow. And we got her from a shelter. And I was thinking, we could design something like that in The Sims. And it would be really, really cool looking. But no, they can't do that, and that's kind of silly to me. So, like, it's something that's been on my mind, and it's like, why can't we have that? Why? I think that would be really cool, you know? I think it would be really cool to have something like that. Just have like just that. Just, you know. But whatever, I guess. And then you've got, that's annoying. Should change the whole swatch, not just the frickin' bombs. Jeez. Kids and teens able to snow shovel, leaf rake for money in the neighborhood. That would be an interesting little game feature, because, like, we can do that in real life. And I would say mowing lawns, but, like, lawns don't really grow. So I figured raking leaves and snow shoveling would be really cool. And that could be something that, like, they could just, like, do for, like, extra cash. Just earn a little cash for the family like that, and I think that would be kind of neat, you know? Okay. The hospital. Okay. I think it was Get to Work that added the hospital, the career where you can go to the hospital and gradually level up. The thing that bothers me about that is that you cannot edit the lot if you take them to work. You cannot edit the lot at all because it's not an actual lot. And what I really want to do is add more features to it, like an extra DNA analyzer, an extra computer, extra bathroom with with a sink, extra sinks in general, because you usually have at least like 3 people. And I only say this because I've played it, and it's actually kind of funny because it's actually on another sim save, where I created the Smith family from Rick and Morty because I thought it would be interesting. And Beth is an actual surgeon, as an actual doctor. She's working her way up the ladder gradually. But when I went there and noticed that you can't build while you're at work, and then I found out that the hospital is not an actual lot, I was a little upset because I'm sitting here going, well, why not? You know, because why not? Why is it not an actual lot? Why can't it be an actual lot, you know? Like, give me an actual lot for that, because like that's just a tease. That's literally just a tease. Like, can you not do that? Thinking about putting a hot tub on the back deck, because that would be neat. Okay. But I think it would be... Hello? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button as usual. Alright, that's normal. That's par for the course for me. But no, I think it would be really neat to have, like, that, the thing be an actual lot, because then it's like, it's an actual lot that you can edit. Okay. Because, like, if it's not an actual lot that you can edit, what is the point? Like, please enlighten me. What is the actual point? Like, I get that they wanted to create, like, a little pocket world where you can take your thing to work and whatnot, but, like, it's really maddening when you can't edit it, because there should be more stuff. There should be. There should be more stuff that you can edit. It's really annoying, because I'm sitting there going... I was sitting there playing it, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like... I just want to add one extra DNA analyzer and a couple extra sinks and maybe one extra computer so that I can actually work without having to wait for it, because you only have a certain amount of time while you're at the job to do things. And you have to wait your frickin' turn. That's not how it works in an actual hospital. I know this because actual hospitals are friggin' huge. A hospital in The Sims is on this, like, I want to say it's like a 30 by 30 or something, but I don't know for sure. When it should be like a 50 by 50 lot and have, like, multiple floors. I'm sorry. But if you're going to build a hospital, build an actual hospital. Don't frick with me, you know? Yes, I have an affinity for dark things, obviously. But I just... it's really kind of annoying, because I really, really want to actually be able to edit lots like that. Because then at least I can feel safe in knowing that my character has enough stuff to actually do things, instead of just sitting there twiddling my freaking thumbs going, I wonder if this is going to work. And it's just, it's maddening. It's maddening. Another gameplay feature that I would really like to see is the ability to have poly relationships and more than one relationship. Like, okay, say you want to play like this guy who has two families or something, and they're secret from each other, and he occasionally visits one family, but like his base family is at another place. And or vice versa, maybe it's the girl who's doing it, you know? Just like, because that happens in real life. People will have two families, and yeah, it's kind of scummy, but it would also be interesting for gameplay reasons. So yeah, having, and you know, and then there's also the fact that it would be interesting to have, like, poly relationships between people that would be like all three of them married to each other or something like that. Because, like, I kind of created this household that has a spellcaster, a werewolf, and a vampire in it, and I thought it would be interesting if they all were kind of, like, together. And I can't do that because it's not a gameplay feature, and that's really kind of silly to me. And I know a lot of people, some people are going to be like, oh, that's not a feature they should include. It would, you know, and I don't care. I don't care what you think. No offense. Okay. It's not about you. In case you haven't noticed, it's not all about you. No, I think I like the clean gray look better. But no, I think it would be interesting from a gameplay standpoint. It would be very interesting from a gameplay standpoint to do that. And another thing that they should have, specifically for dogs, and a lot of people are going to think I'm crazy because I didn't, A, put this on my list, and B, hadn't thought of it until just now. Dogs are very in tune with knowing what people are good and what people are not. And I think it would be an interesting gameplay feature if dogs specifically would become either scared or aggressive toward people that have evil and mean traits, because that would identify them, that would indicate to, you know, that would be indicative of real life. And I think that would be an interesting gameplay function feature, you know? Because dogs just know. And another thing that would be interesting, because dogs are such empathetic creatures, is if your sim was upset or sad for whatever reason, like say they broke up with their boyfriend broke up with them or something, their significant other broke up with them, and they're sitting on the bed and they're crying. The dog comes over and just kind of tries to comfort them. Like, they're sitting on the couch crying, dog comes over, jumps up on the couch next to them, and they start petting the dog. I mean, that would be more indicative of real life too, because when you're upset, a dog can sense it, and I think it would be really interesting in The Sims if it, you know, mirrored real life more. But yeah, that's my one random thought for the day. Another one. Let's see. Check that. Oh, the thing that I forgot to mention, and I think I can show you. Let me see. Okay, you've got this thing called storage, and I get it. Bookcases are good storage. Bookcases are definitely storage. But you have some of them, like this, or this, for example, and various other ones that, some of them, those little holes, okay, right here, they actually work. And some of them do not. Or you'll have ones that are like, I don't know if this one works, but some of these type of items do not work. And for this one, I've noticed that some of the elements that you find do not slot into there properly. And I found this out on my other save the hard way, because like one of the things, and I didn't already have it, which was really weird, because I thought, oh, I'll check and make sure that I don't already have it. But one of the elements that you find cannot be slotted in there, and that was really annoying for me. And then there's various other items. Some of these so-called shelves, some of them, not all of them, but some of them, I have noticed, either only fit certain items or they cannot fit anything at all. For example, the one that you can create using the hell's the word I'm looking for? The handiness table. I forget what the hell it's called. The one that you can the wood shelf that you can create using that can only hold really tiny items, and that's annoying to me. Because, like, it looks like it would be big enough to hold more than that. I mean, I don't expect it to hold something like this, obviously. But I think it would be, you know, proper to hold something useful. But yeah, there are certain items on the storage list that don't actually work properly, which is a little bit annoying to me, because I'm sitting here going, really? Just really? And what is this? What is this from? I don't even know. I guess that's... Oh, that's for the... Okay, that's for the Get Famous pack. Whatever. But yeah, it's like, I don't want to have to add custom content for certain things to work. I don't want to have to add mods to make certain things fit proper. You know? Because you would think that the shelf that you can make using that thing would be able to fit something like this on it, or, you know, something like this on it. It should, right? It should, but it doesn't. And here's another thing. You can get, like, from some of the events, you can get, like, magazines and stuff, but they're not readable. They're only placeable, and that's a little frustrating. It's like, oh, you get this nice little trophy, and it's like, I'll just sell it because it's not usable. Why would I want it? It's just a tad bit, I don't know what to say, how to say it, but it's just a tad bit annoying, I guess, would be a good word for it. It's annoying, because, like, I want to be able to use these items, but I can't. And I just, it frustrates me to no end, because I'm like, A couple more things that also annoy me is there are certain windows that, and I don't remember which ones they are, and there are certain items that can only be placed at a certain height. And only by using cheats can you move them. Like, okay, why? Okay, like, for example, give me 1 second. Use my brain hole. Okay. Like, for example, mirrors like this. Mirrors like this can only be set to this height. And if there's anything in the way, they can't be used at this height. This one can't be moved. Like, what if I want to move it lower? What if I want to move it higher? Or like, sorry, excuse me. Or like, what if I want to place 2 sets of these? Like, because it's a tall wall, why can't I just, you know, place this upward? Why can't I move this up? Why can't I just push this upward? Why? Why do I have to use cheats or separate codes for it? Why can't I stack my mirrors on top of each other and get a very really cool look for like a mirror wall? That would be cool. But no, I'm stuck with them being at a certain height. Oh, here's another thing that bothered me. And I noticed this the other day when I was trying to place something. Where is it? Here it is. Some of the windows, when you resize them, will do this. What is that? What is that? What is that? Why is it doing that? It's making a hole in the wall. Why? Why is it doing that? I don't understand that. Like, what if I want it to be this small? What if I want to, you know, and not take up that space? Like, why can't I do that? Why is it stuck at this level? Why? Why is it stuck so that I can't do that? I can make it smaller, but the hole stays the same. I can make it bigger. Not that it'll fit on the wall, because obviously it won't. This is the biggest you can make it without it having issues. But you can make it smaller, but the hole stays the same. Why? Like, I can make it as big as I want. It just won't be able to place it. Actually, that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is the biggest you can make this particular window. But if you try to make it smaller, there's a hole in the wall. That's annoying. Why is that there? And yes, I play tested it in gameplay mode too, because I'm like, well, maybe, you know. But no, it's a giant hole. It's literally a giant hole. Like, and I think that's with any of the windows too, see? Like, why is that a thing? Why can't I just, you know, have the window I want at the size I want without it fricking it up, you know? Why does it do that? Like, can you just, like, fix it? And why can't I place this window here? It should be able to place just fine. What the heck? But yeah, I think it's kind of weird. Anyway, enough of my nonsense. I'm gonna get back to building. Do you want to watch? I guess you can watch me build. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just having a little bit of fun, honestly. I like building sometimes. It's kind of relaxing. Let's see. I like to build. It's fun. And I like to try new things, too. That looks kind of neat. How do I do that again? Oh, wait. I know. Hold on. Aha! I don't know. I just felt like building today. I don't know why. Now, why does it do that? It shouldn't do that. That's so weird. Hold on. What if I... Is it gonna do it? No. Okay, that's cool. Why does it do that? That's annoying. That's annoying. Alright, whatever. Okay. Now, how did I do that? How did they do that? Okay, hold on. Okay. Trying to remember. Okay. That's really cool, actually. But yeah, there are some things in this game that I rant, I bitch, I moan, I groan, and I ask for more features. And it's all because I think the community would enjoy it, and because, personally, I would like to see some of this stuff. And here's another thing that bothers me, and you're going to see it here in a second. See how it's clipping? That bothers me. That visually, that bothers me. It's like if you're gonna have a feature like that, and it should like recognize that it's placed against a wall and like not be there. Like, can we do that? Can we please? Because that's just a little bit annoying. Just the tiniest bit, you know. And it's doing it on here too, which is infuriating. I bitch, but come on, man. Let's be for real. Oh yes, and you're probably wondering why I haven't split up the room or anything yet, and a lot of that is because, um, and I also don't paint the rooms a lot of times until I'm completely done with everything else, because these markers on the walls are actually very useful. When I'm done creating a particular room, I will take it away, of course, but I kind of like it, you know? Okay. Oh yes, and I figured out in my tiny homes, this is actually technically my tiny homes build, that I started because I wanted to try something new. You can keep tiny home residential if you do certain little cheats, and you can find them online, but I can also show you here in a second. But basically, what you can do is, and I'm just going to show you right here in this tiny little area because I can, sort of. What you can do is you can create a room, and let's just say this is your tiny home. Obviously it's not, but what you can do to add more space without it actually counting, and not a lot of people, unless they've actually watched that video, know this, but you can take this and move it right here, and see how it didn't darken? It doesn't count technically as a room. It doesn't count as a room. It counts as walls, and that's it. Isn't that neat? I thought that was kind of neat. But yeah, that's how you can also use that as a technique in case you want to create a greenhouse attached to your home. Say you have a tiny home and you want to create your own greenhouse attached to the house, you can do that, and it'll not count toward the house count. And that's what I did. I just thought it was kind of neat. And there's a lot of tricks that I've been learning online that I might be able to show you at some point while I'm doing another rant or something. But, yeah. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up this build. Because I'm having fun with it. But for now, I'm done ranting, whatnot, blah blah blah. Where's the stupid button? There it is. Okay, that's enough. Bye bye.